And how long have you been a writer?
Well, I mean, it's one of those questions. I was writing as a child. I was writing stories and plagiarising comics that I'd read and all sorts of stuff. But I professionally published my first story, or sold my first story in about 2001, I think, or the late 90s. So if you wanted to gauge it from like actually making money as a writer, it's from there. But I had a bit of a hiatus, and I've come back into it for the last couple of years. Mostly write short fiction, so I sell to anthologies and magazines.
And the writing field that you're in, have you seen much change since you first started with changes in technology?
Certainly. Well, technology certainly in short fiction, technology has changed, because it used to be that you would have to mail out your stories, a physical document, and so you actually have a cost associated with that, especially when the market's in America. So you're looking at $5, $6, $7 just to get, or maybe $10 just to get a story in front of someone, which will inevitably be rejected because you're just starting out, you don't really know what you're doing. And these days, it's the majority is through email or through websites like Submittable, where publishers have teamed up and gone, well, just upload your document through here, and it's made a huge change in that regard. Also, the options for electronic publication have massively changed. But the entire industry is in a bit of upheaval there. I certainly think there's a better future for short stories in that market. It hasn't really been cracked yet. Amazon's trying to sell short stories through its website, but the discoverability process is the same as looking for novels, and of course it's not the same. So I think there's some room there.
Okay. And of all the things that you've written, what's your favourite piece? Is that a mean question to ask?
I don't know about favourite. I just sold a story again to Tiny Owl Workshop for their Unfettered project that was really messed up fantasy story about growing vegetables in people, and they bought it, and it's going to be published as part of they're not doing a book as such, it's kind of like a box with art and stuff in it, and I really like collaborative work, and so that's probably my current favourite. But I once translated an old Flemish poem into English, and then that was used to produce an entire art exhibit, and that was really cool. So it's just I really like collaborating with other artists. It's a lot of fun.
And are you originally from Brisbane?
No, I'm from Holland. I'm 100% congenital Dutch. But I've lived here since the late 80s, so I'm technically Brisbane.
Okay.